I saw Mama kissing Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe so bright. Yep, I mistletoed y'all. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a holiday, whatever holiday you guys celebrate. Obviously this is more targeted towards Christmas, but whatever holiday that you guys celebrate, you could use this look for any kind of party or any kind of event that you are going to. I wanted you guys to see also back here, let me angle the camera a little bit, I put Christmas lights up and I think they're so pretty. I might just have to leave them there forever. I love the way they look. It helps with my lighting to have some lights back there anyways, and it just gives this room just more of that, more of a glow, which I like. It's like highlighter for my beauty room, which is really my daughter's room, my 11-year-old daughter's room, so highlighter for her room. So anyways, I thought I would get on here and show you how I got this look. It's like a gold smoky eye with a just kind of bright bold lip, which is just so holiday. And do you guys like my reindeer ears? I'm loving them. I just got them off Amazon, so if you guys wanted to get some reindeer ears, then I will link them down below as well. Before we get into the video, please just don't forget to subscribe. There's just a little box that says subscribe. It's red, so hit that. I would love for you guys to just hang out with me and be part of my tribe. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so first I'm going to prime my face with my Becca Backlight Priming Filter, and I haven't been using this primer as much lately. I've been using more of the Farsali Unicorn Essence drops, but I kind of have been missing the glow that this makes my face have. I do like the Farsali drops because I feel like they do prolong my makeup a little bit longer, and also because they have more benefits than just a primer. It also is an antioxidant serum, and I feel like I have seen my skin improve since using that. So I'm going to go in as always with my Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation, and I tanned about a week ago, so I'm going to go with my lighter shade. The lighter shade that I wear is 2N1, and I'm going to go ahead and apply that with a damp beauty sponge. I'm gonna go get this damp. I've been liking to apply my makeup lately with a sponge, which is different because usually I use a brush. So when I use the sponge, I don't like to apply it directly onto my sponge. I like to kind of put the foundation all over my face first, kind of like I do with my brush, and then just blend it all in with the sponge. And I bought the Morphe sponge, and it's just not as soft as this Real Technique one. This Real Technique one is just so bouncy and soft, so I do prefer this one. This gives me more of that luminous finish. So now I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape and I'm going to apply that under my eyes as always in this triangular shape to kind of highlight that part of my face to make me look more awake, and just to, I like this part of my face more highlighted. So I like to go on to the sides of my nose where I get red, and down the center of my nose. I want my nose to look thinner, so I put it down the center of my nose and a little bit on my forehead, but not too much. I don't like to bring too much attention to my forehead. It's already big enough. And then I'm going to put it on my eyelids to prime it for eyeshadow, and I'm looking pretty fancy. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my Real Technique sponge, and it is still damp, and I'm going to just go ahead and blend all that out with that sponge. I don't know what I did before I had a sponge. I just love a flawless blending job the sponge does. I kind of just dab it all over where I want it to be blended in, but I still get that coverage I want, so it's kind of just perfect. Then I'm going to take my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the color medium. I use the color medium when I'm lighter and the color medium plus when I'm darker, and I'm just going to use this to set my foundation so that my makeup will stay all day long. I love this powder because it gives more of a natural skin-like finish. I used to just set my face with the Laura Mercier powder, but I found that I was looking a little chalky, and I love how this one kind of makes my skin just looks like skin. Okay, so I'm going to be using this darker transition shade from the JACLYN Hill palette, and if you guys don't have this yet, it's just such a great like universal palette. You can do so much with it because it has so many warm, beautiful shades. It is Morphe, so it's not like as good of quality as like a high-end eyeshadow, but it is pretty good for what it is. And JACLYN Hill did put a lot of work into making it really nice. I'm gonna just go ahead and use that shade right there and put that into my transition shade area. Just a fluffy brush. This one is the Morphe M441. And I sell this brush at Morphe, or at Ulta. Just using windshield wiping motions and then kind of going onto the outer corner. Okay, then I'm going to take this color right here. And I do have like a chart of what all the names are. I think this one's called Butter though. It's just kind of this neutral brown right here, but any neutral brown will do. And I'm just going to put that on just slightly lower than that last transition shade. And I am going to kind of do more of a halo eye, so I am going to put some of that shade right here into my inner corner as well. Okay, then I'm going to go in with a little darker color than that. I think I'll go in with this color right here. I think that one's called Central Park. I'm not sure. I can't find my little sheet, but it's just this one on the very end. So I'm actually going to use just this teeny tiny brush because I don't want it to go too high up there. I'm going to take a little bit of that. I'm just going to tap it and I'm going to shake off any excess because I don't want it too dark or intense, and I just kind of want it in the crease, and that's all. But I am bringing it all the way into my inner corner and then just blending it out. I love this little tiny blending brush. It is the Morphe M506. Okay, and then I'm going to take this, the darkest brown in the palette. This one's more of like a purpley, dark purpley color. I'm going to take that darkest brown and I'm going to use my M433, my Morphe, and it's more of like a tapered blending brush. And I'm going to just stick a little tiny bit of that onto my outer corner. So like the outer third of my eye, I want it to be super dark. And I'm just kind of going to pack it on with my brush. You like the lights, buddy?
Yes. You put Jasmine?
Yeah, I put up lights for Christmas.
Christmas. It's Halloween.
No, it's Christmas.
It's Halloween.
I want this to be a sharp line right here, so I'm just going to take some translucent powder. Let me just put that right. 1, 2. The outer part of my eye. Okay, so now I'm going to take that brown color again right there. And I'm just going to work it right into my inner corner, just right there with that little small blending brush. So it is going to be kind of more like a halo eye. So I'm just taking this clean blending brush and blending out any harsh lines that I might have. Then I'm going to spray my brush and I'm going to take the color Queen. You want some bread?
I want a bed.
Okay. I know you guys probably don't care, but I just thought it was cute that he was offering me bread and I didn't really even notice. But I'm just patting that gold color all over my lid, and then I am going to take this glitter by Stila, and it's in the color Gold Goddess, and I'm going to apply that just right on top of where I put that Queen color, but I am going to focus it more into the inner corner and the center of my eye and not so much on the outer corner. I do want it to kind of look like a cut crease, so I am going to kind of apply a lot, and then I'm going to go back in with that little tiny blending brush and just blend out any harsh lines I might have. And then I'm going to go ahead with the other side and just do the exact same thing. So it'll be more like a kind of half cut crease. Then I'm going to take that mocha color and a little bit of that Central Park and just kind of put a little more of that onto my outer corner. And then I'm going to put some more of that Laura Mercier translucent powder right there so it doesn't get too messy. I am going to go ahead with Fire Crystal from Fenty. It's their highlighter, and I'm going to use that as my inner corner highlight and as my brow highlight, just to kind of make my eyes look brighter and wider and lift my brows. So I'm going to go ahead and blend that out with a clean blending brush as well. I'm going to take the colors M.F.E.O and POOTER, and I'm mixing those together, and then I'm just buffing them onto my lower lash line. And then I am, with like a tapered brush, I am taking the color Central Park and just focusing that on like the outer half of my lower lash line. And then I'm going back in with that pencil brush and just blending all that together. So I went ahead and applied some mascara, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply my favorite falsies, which are the Ardell Demi Wispy Studio Effects. Okay, so now I have those lashes on. I think lashes are always a fun idea if you have a party you're going out to or a special event or something like that. So I always love to add lashes for like a Christmas party or whatnot. Then I am going to go ahead and bronze and contour my face. So as always, I'm going to be using my Laguna bronzer from my Narcissus Cheek Studio palette. So I'm just going to apply that onto my cheekbones. I apply bronzer first so it can kind of look like I have a bit of a tan, because the contour color I like to use is more of a cool toned color. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that onto my forehead. And then also to my jawline and down my neck. Then I'm going to take Sombre from the Kat Von D palette, and I'm going to use that to contour on this angled brush. This is the Kat Von D Shade and Light brush. I am going to put that onto my cheekbones and then also onto my forehead. I want my forehead to look smaller, and then I'm going to take a little bit on this E40 brush from Sigma, and I'm going down the sides of my nose and on the tip of my nose to make my nose look not so ball-like, and then I'm just blending that down onto the sides of my nose And if it got shaky there for a minute, it was because my baby bumped the table. I'm taking these two lightest shades from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to first start by putting it down the sides of my nose to kind of make my nose look thinner and make those lines look not so harsh. And then I am going to put that onto my under eye area again to make it look bright and to help me look awake. So when I do a red lipstick, I like to use NARS Orgasm. This is just one of those blushes that is just so subtle, but it kind of just gives you that glow, but it's not too much. So I'm just going to pop that onto my cheeks. Kind of just gives me that look like I've been in the cold a little bit, or I'm just a tiny bit flushed. Then I'm going to use my favorite highlighter at the moment, which is the Fenty Beauty, and I'm going to use the lightest shade of Fire Crystal to pop on my cheekbone. I take that not so intense color and I pop that just right here above my brow to kind of lift my brow. And I'm going to take this little teeny tiny brush and I'm going to draw a line on my nose to highlight it, and this will also help my nose look smaller. I don't go to the very end of my nose because I want my nose to look shorter as well. Then as always, I'm going to carve out my contour with a little bit of Laura Mercier translucent powder. What's in matter? Okay, and now I'm just going to dust away that powder underneath my contour, and it will just give me that more sharp line, but it still looks pretty blended. And then I like to take this and just blend out any of those harsh lines, like on my nose if there is any, or on my forehead, just anywhere where I contoured, because I want all of those lines to look soft and natural and like they're my skin. So now I'm going to apply this lipstick. It's MAC's Russian Red, and I normally do not wear reds, but I am going to go ahead and apply this. The only time I really wear reds is around the holidays for like holiday parties and stuff. They're kind of intimidating. I don't know if they look great on my skin tone, but this one's a cool toned red, and I just picked it up in the little mini size at Ulta so that I could start going out of my comfort zone and wearing it. And I don't have a red lip liner, so I'm just gonna kind of wing it and hopefully I don't make too big of a mess. I did moisturize my lips with some of my Grand Lips Hydrating Lip Plumper just to get them more plump and to be hydrated for this matte lipstick. There is Russian Red, and I look like I'm all ready for the holidays with my gold reindeer, my red shirt, and my bright red lipstick. So this is my holiday look. I'm gonna go ahead and finish it off with my favorite setting spray. It's the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, and this will just ensure that my makeup stays all night long, all day long for any of those holiday parties. And like always, I'm going to go ahead and fan. Oh, there's my JACLYN Hill card. So I'm just going to go ahead and fan it so that for some reason this prolongs it as well. So says Nookie Tutorials anyway. Okay, so this is the finished look. I really like it. I think it looks very festive and very ready for a night or a holiday party. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget that it's okay to be confident, it's okay to be real, and you are beautiful. See ya.